everyone, Jamija here. Today we're checking out an early access game called Besiege. It's on Steam for about £5, which is about $7 or $8 on Steam. It's really cheap for an early access game. A lot of early access games like DayZ, H1Z1 come out and they're like $20, £20, and it's just like this pile of shit game that just shouldn't exist, but it does. This is version 0.03, and yeah, it is so much better than games like this. This is what early access should be, in my opinion. It should be adding content to the game, not constantly fixing bugs and issues with said game. This does early access well. I think another game that I've used in other videos as an example of how early access should be done is Turbo Dismount. They just added new features and eventually it came out of early access and you didn't even know it was in early access. It was that good a game. You couldn't tell. And this game is very much the same. I mean, the only reason that you'd realise that it's, it's lacking in content. There is 15 levels at the moment, which is, you might think, is that really worth it? But there's also a sandbox mode. There's the ability to download creations online from forums. There are these things called BSG files, which are kilobytes big, so you can download them in seconds, put them in a certain folder, which is, a saved machine folder, and then you can stick them into the game and play with them. Anyone can make them. You get these extravagant creations. I mean, the only issue I had with the game is because it's early access, there are a lot of frame rate drops when you get said creations from the folder of the ones that you've downloaded from other people's creations. You get them into the game and they they lag the game down to about 5 FPS, some of the really complicated ones. I'm hoping that's something that gets fixed, because I know it's not my computer running, because I get a solid 60 FPS on max settings elsewhere in the game, so I know it's not that, and there's, all these particle effects going on. But yeah, I think it's just, it's not amazingly optimized for that kind of what's going on the screen. But then we'll jump straight into this world. The first world, Ypsilon, is the only world that's actually available. But here you have it. It's just a map. You can spin it around if you hold the right mouse, and there you go. There's like 15 levels, and that's it. I assume there's going to be all these other worlds with multiple worlds and levels and things going on like that. So we'll just jump into a level just to show off what the game is all about. So you can see I am getting a solid 60 FPS on this game. It's not lagging or anything. So even when I'm recording, which is good. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is a box. This box is where you can build. You can only build in this box. You can't build anything bigger than this box. It's not allowed. So we'll start with a basic construction, because basic's always good. You can place wooden blocks. You get weapons, cannons, flamethrowers, you name it. You could even make things that fly, which is pretty darn cool. So we're going to just stick some wheels on here. There are some really cool and extravagant creations that people have come up with in this game, and I mean, like, we're talking crazy constructions. I'll show some of them off because I've downloaded some. Hopefully the game won't lag out on me, but it probably will. So we're gonna, I think I've got the, have I got this around the right way? That is the question of the day. Okay, so we're going to lower that, and then we're going to just play. So we use the arrow keys to move. So I've reversed the axis at the front, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. So you can see I've just got a basic structure. It is a bit flimsy, as you can see when I'm moving. The wood panels sort of move. If I went into something, if I rammed, I'd probably end up snapping the thing. It's not really practical in that sense. So what we're going to be able to do is these things called braces. Not braces for your teeth, braces for holding things in place. Well, just like braces for your teeth, I guess. And then you just stick them on, and you can, perhaps I could do a little cross pattern to hold that there. There you go. That looks pretty sturdy to me. So we're now going to play, and as you can see, it's not shaking around at all. It's pretty sturdy. It's working quite nicely, actually. So you can just go over here, destroy the base. There you go. That you've conquered the first level. Simple as, really. The next one, there's a little bit of a hill in the way, so obviously if you hadn't built it very well, or if you'd only built a cannon in the first one, you'd have to. This is going to involve a little bit more aiming, a little bit more precise movement. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this one, but we'll see. There's some chickens in the way that you can kill. In fact, I don't even think I can do it with this one. Oh, I can. There we go. I got lucky. Is this one going to be even taller? I can't remember. Oh, this one's, this is all about steering now. They're trying to teach you how to steer. There are lots of bombs in the way and things like that. I'm not going to show off any more of the levels because I feel like I'm going to ruin the game if I do that. So what I will do, though, is show off some of these cool creations that I've managed to download. What is a good one to show off that won't lag my game? These are some of the ones I've made, actually. Here we go, spinny death thing. That sounds good. Because why not? That is crazy. So I've got to actually. There's a level that I can probably show this off on. I can't remember what level it is, but I think it's this one with the soldier on it. Yes, it is. Oh, look at this. They just come running in and splat. We are just obliterating them. They don't know what's hit them. They can't do anything. They're going everywhere. It's a mess. I'm not gonna lie. So we've got the only issue with this vehicle is it doesn't appear to be able to move from the spot. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the level. But there you go. Ho hum. We'll see what else we've got. Flying Devil Fort Kick-Ass. Is this gonna lag the game out? No, it's one of those ones that's too big for the air. I think there is actually a sandbox mode, which I haven't mentioned so far, but it basically just consists of a small obstacle course where you can just build anything you want and just test it out on an obstacle course. I don't think it's as fun as the regular levels, and this is what I was talking about, the game just absolutely tanking in certain situations. Like this vehicle itself isn't really that complicated, but I'm not sure if it's because I've downloaded it and it's just, if I built this myself, whether it would be the same sort of thing. But there you go, straight up to 60 again. So I don't know why that is. Some of the vehicles just seem to not be able to handle. This one again, this has dropped a little bit. There you go. The whole thing's on fire. Fire. This is a really fun game. It seemed boring. It seems like a really simple concept, but the money that they're asking for it, it's like you can't really say no. Almost, it's such a good price for what, I mean, already it's worth the money in my opinion, and they're only going to add things. So, in the sense, it's sort of the sort of game that you'll want to invest in, and that went horribly wrong because for some reason the flight button doesn't seem to be working. Got some basic settings you can turn on. I've turned some of these down just because I wasn't sure how shadows can go on off. So there you have it. This is the game. You've got like vintage filters and bloom, which is lighting, and pyro, invincible. You can screenshot. That's cool. You can actually screenshot in the game, which is nice, as opposed to. Is that? What is this? Oh, it's telling me. Oh, this is taking you to the screenshot folder. Okay, that's quite cool. That's cool. So if you take a screenshot F12 now, and then I go, is that going to be there? It is. Wow, that's good. That's quite useful actually, because those don't actually save onto your computer through Steam. I don't think. Do they? I don't think they do. I think that's saved on the cloud. So that's quite cool if you can actually get a physical copy of it on your computer. But there you have it. I feel like I haven't done a lot in this video, but there wasn't really a lot to say. There are some other modes. The moon appears to be under construction. I'm not quite sure what that will entail. And then you got sandbox mode, which I did speak about briefly. It's just this. You can just go around. It's got like some obstacles you can test out your things on. So, for example, if I just get this basic one out, we can sort of wheel around and see how things go. So that isn't. You can click the right mouse and then. No, that went horribly. Anyway, there you have it. That is Besiege. It's early access at the moment. It's version 0.03, but yeah, it still feels so much more polished than a lot of games that are on Steam Early Access, and it's definitely doing what I think Steam Early Access should be. It's content and not bugs. It's not about fixing the game. It's about improving it and adding more content and asking the community what they want to see. And it feels like this game has done that so well, and it's just. Other games just don't understand what early access should be, and this game has understood it perfectly, in my opinion. So there you go. That is Besiege. If you want to see more videos on either this game or any other early access games or any other games that are on Steam at the moment, any Flash games, any indie horror games you want to see me play, let me know down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Boop.